And we are back. Predictions. Preseason, week 3. Here are the results of all the past games in case you are curious. And we'll also get week 1 won't even show. Alright. I went 8-8 last week, getting the games I got right were the Texans, Patriots, Vikings, Seahawks, Steelers, Buccaneers, Falcons, Dolphins, Giants, Lions, Jets, Panthers, Eagles, Ravens, and 49ers, Raiders. So entering this week, currently 8-9 in preseason picks, but it's fine. Starting out at August 17th, 7:30 p.m., we have the Browns who are 1-1 and the Eagles who are 0-1. I think this could be kind of either way, personally, because we saw how the Eagles did last week, and we know how good DTR has been personally playing in preseason. I think the Eagles are going to win this game. I think DTR is going to have a bit of a decline. I don't think that's going to change at all. I think he's still going to have an amazing performance, but I think the Eagles will win. Next, entering the next day, August 18th, 7 p.m., we have the Panthers and the Giants. Both of these teams 0-1. We know, and we've seen it so far, the rookie quarterbacks have really struggled in terms of, their first games. Anthony Richardson is no exception. And the Giants, they lost a pretty close one to the Lions. I think the Giants are going to win this game, though. So, yeah. 7:30 p.m., moving back half an hour, we have the Bengals and the Falcons. Bengals 0-1, Falcons 1-0. From what I saw from the Bengals, it was very lackluster. I went to that game. I posted a pic on Twitter. And from what I saw from the Falcons was pretty solid. I'm going to be honest. I was really impressed with what I've seen. I think the Falcons are going to have a pretty good win. Mainly because I feel like the Bengals aren't really keen on playing their starters. And I feel like their backups aren't very good. So, yeah, if the starters for the Bengals happen to get hurt, they're pretty much screwed. So, and preseason is pretty much all about backups and people fighting for roster spots. I feel like the Bengals are one of the worst. So I'm going to take the Falcons. Moving to the next day, 19th at 1 p.m., we have the Jaguars and the Lions. Jaguars and Lions both 1-0. And I'll be honest, this game has potential to be amazing. I had no idea they were going to play Trevor Lawrence against the Cowboys. I feel like there's a good chance since they played him against the Cowboys, they do it against the Lions. Because realistically, in my personal opinion, I feel like the only time you should play your starters in preseason is if you don't know if they're going to be a starter, and 2, on the final preseason game, so they get all the rust out of them and are ready for week 1. So this should be a fun game. I think the Lions are going to win this one, though, because I feel like Detroit is really going to show up for this game. I don't know why I have a feeling Detroit is going to, pack the stadium, but I think they will. So give me the Lions. Next, Dolphins, Texans, moving back to 4 p.m. Dolphins 0-1, Texans 1-0. From what we saw, C.J. Stroud really struggled in his first game. And from the Dolphins, I didn't see a whole lot of that game. I'm going to be completely honest. I have no idea if Tua even played. I have no idea if Skylar Thompson played, though I think he probably did. But yeah, I think the Dolphins are going to have a bounce-back game. I feel like the Texans are going to be riding high off their pretty dominant win over the Patriots, and they're going to lose. Next, 6:30 p.m., moving back a bit more, we have the Bills and the Steelers. Bills and Steelers both 1-0. So this has potential to be a great game. Personally, I feel like the Steelers are the better team in terms of backup-wise. Plus, Kenny Pickett looked amazing in the Buccaneers preseason game, so I feel like there's a chance he carries it over to this game. Although I feel like the Bills' defense is a bit better, whether they play their starters or not. I'm still going to take the Steelers. Moving back to 7 p.m. now, we have the Bears and the Colts. Bears 1-0, Colts 0-1. From what we saw, Justin Fields in his first 2 drives he played, we didn't see a whole lot. Going to be completely honest, he threw 2 passes. Both of them were pretty much sideways passes that happened to go all the way to the end zone. So, we don't know a whole lot. Granted, that's pretty successful right there in itself. But we don't know a whole lot. And the Colts, Anthony Richardson just got declared the starter. So, we're going to see how he does. Maybe he's now going to feel some pressure. And preseason is going to be the time to perform, to get the team hyped for what you can produce. I feel like he's going to know that, and he's going to have a great game. I feel like the Colts are going to win. Moving back another half an hour to 7:30 p.m., we have the Buccaneers and Jets. Both of them 0-1. Or, excuse me, the Jets are 1-1. I feel like this could be a very good game. We still don't know what's the deal with Baker Mayfield and Kyle Trask. And from what I saw from Zach Wilson in his first preseason game it was okay. It wasn't eye-popping, but, it's fine. I think the Buccaneers are going to win this game, though. Moving back a half hour again to 8 p.m., we have a few of them now. So, we have the Vikings and the Titans. Titans and Vikings, they're both 0-1. I feel like this is going to be a big game. We know the question mark behind, Malik Willis. What's the Titans' opinion on him? And we know the question mark with Will Levis. Is he going to be QB2? And yeah, I think, personally, Malik Willis is a way better quarterback. I think Malik Willis is the better quarterback. I think he could honestly replace Ryan Tannehill if the Titans are doing very bad. If you can't tell, I'm a huge Malik Willis fan. I thought he was the best quarterback in his respective draft class. Ended up being the third quarterback and going all the way in the third. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about this game. I think the Titans are going to win this one. Next, we have Chiefs and Cardinals. Chiefs are 0-1. Cardinals are 1-0. Cardinals really surprised me. They beat the what team did they beat again? The Broncos. That's pretty impressive, the Broncos, with Sean Payton, very good head coach in my opinion. With that roster, shocked me. Chiefs, I think they're going to win this game, though, because, they play Patrick Mahomes. I think they're going to, and Patrick Mahomes did pretty bad against the Saints, so I think he's going to have a bounce back. Patriots-Packers next game. Patriots 0-1, Packers 1-0. I'm excited to see Mac Jones and Bailey Zappi in this game. I'm also excited to see, hopefully, more of Jordan Love. I don't know. But surprisingly, Sean Clifford and Samori Toure, those were 2 players, and I'm going to talk about them as a Packers fan, that really stuck out to me that game. I was not expecting Sean Clifford to do that well, and I was not expecting Toure to be the best receiver. I do think the Patriots are going to win this game, though. I feel like Bill Belichick is going to bounce back from last week and get the good defense going for Packers. Moving back half an hour again, Broncos 49ers. Both of these teams are 0-1. This should be a fun game. There have been reports that Brock Purdy is pretty much a 99% lock to be the week 1 starter, assuming no injuries or, he sucks and Trey Lance just plays on another level. So that should be fun. And the Broncos, we're going to hopefully see just more of Sean Payton, Russell Wilson, and all that crew. I think the 49ers are going to win this game, though, in a very close game. Moving back to 9 p.m. now, another half an hour, we have the Raiders and Rams. Both these teams... the Raiders are 1-0, Rams are 0-1. We're going to have more to see. Matthew Stafford, obviously. Jimmy Garoppolo is another one. So that's always a fun little thing to see. Plus Sean McVay, great coach. And I really am sorry for Cam Akers. I think the Rams are going to win this game, though. 10 p.m. Cowboys, Seahawks. Cowboys are 0-1. Seahawks are 1-0. I think you can't really ask much more. The Seahawks played amazing with their first preseason game. The Cowboys played solid enough. They were unfortunately unable to win in a very close game. I do think the Cowboys are going to win this game, though. Moving to the next day, 7:05 p.m., we have the Saints and the Chargers. Saints and Chargers are both 1-0. I think this should be a very good game. We get to see more Derek Carr in a Saints uniform, as well as Jameis Winston. And for the Chargers, more Jordan Addison. And I really want to see more about Brandon Staley and that Chargers defense. I think the Chargers are going to win this game, though. But I think this is going to be a very low-scoring, close game. So it's going to be close, so it should be competitive, but it's also not going to be high-scoring, so it's not going to be that entertaining. Finally, Ravens-Commanders, the 21st, 8 p.m. The Ravens now, and the Commanders both undefeated, still 1-0. Ravens now 24-game win streak when it comes down to the preseason. Longest ever. I think the Ravens will win this game. All right. I think Lamar Jackson, I don't think he'll play, but Tyler Huntley, I'm a huge fan of, as I'm sure a lot of people have probably heard. I've talked about him time and time again. Granted, there are some other players who I think who could give some very good jobs. I'm excited to see Sam Howell again. And the big thing I'm looking at as well is the Commanders' running back room. You got Antonio Gibson, Brian Robinson, and J.D. McKissick, who I all feel like aren't great starters, but could all be starters on that team. I want to see who will win it. Most likely will be Brian Robinson, but I would not be surprised if one of the other two guys gave him a good run for his money. But anyway, that's going to do it. To recap my picks, the teams I have winning are the Eagles, Giants, Falcons, Lions, Dolphins, Steelers, Colts, Buccaneers, Titans, Chiefs, Patriots, 49ers, Rams, Cowboys, Chargers, and Ravens. To recap as well, I went 8-8 last week, putting my preseason total to 8-9. And in case you care, preseason does not count. The record will reset once the regular season starts. Plus, we will add the Survivor or the Eliminator, challenge as well. I'll talk about that in week 1 when, that's activated. If you're watching this, congrats. You get to hear the recap and all of that. Those are exclusive to full-length videos. If you want to go watch, shortened versions of videos, you can go watch them. I have a playlist of YouTube shorts and a TikTok one as well. There's no playlist. I don't know how to do playlists. I don't even know if that's a thing. I'm not a TikToker. But yeah. I will see you guys next time, which will be in week 4, the final preseason week. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, and hope you enjoyed.